No. Bro. For the first server, Zozo 4v4. Red flag right away. I joined it thinking it was a German server, and it turned out to be Russian. I don't know why you're lying to me. Special infected can now fly. Whoa, what? Funnily enough, though, this ended up being the most honest server. It just had small quality of life changes, like flying as special infected and taking over a bot whenever you die. This sound right here makes the microplastics in my balls tingle. We're gonna wrap this one up quick though. The server wasn't exactly what I was looking for. A lot of you guys in the comments were telling me that there's some serious slop for the versus community servers. Thank you to everybody that commented and pushed the algo for me and let me know that I need to check out some of the worst servers over there. I'm gonna make this company proud, alright, boss man? Just not with my gameplay. Damn. No, I'm dead! Adds RPG elements to Left 4 Dead 2, enabling you to gain powerful abilities. Have you ever been playing Left 4 Dead and thought to yourself, I wish I was filing my taxes right now? Welcome to XP Mod. First impressions of the server are pretty poor. I've just joined the server and I'm already getting a wall of text on stats and perks and other bullshit. I have no time to comprehend. It's the middle of the round. My team needs me.
Page, I
will give the server credit. It does give you the option to just say, yes, ban me. I don't want to be in the server. Some of it is pretty neat, like picking classes for your survivors. I wish they gave you more than 20 seconds to figure it out, but... Hell yeah. The praises are going to end right there, though. This is arguably more confusing than any other server I've been on. Some of the shit happening on my screen makes zero sense. What's going on here? What's going on here? What is going on here? Signature, server, slop, add-on, smoker, clouds start to hurt you now. You might be saying, Bernie, this looks like a lot of fun. I like it when my wife blindfolds and pegs me with a taser without warning. That's perfect. They have the whole almanac on their website explaining all 30 different variants of survivors and special infected. They even include a discount code to TurboTax. Personally, I have a 9 to 5. I touch grass, cracker. I do not have time for this kind of shit. Nor do I think overly complicated special infected that can just insta-kill me are very fun. I'm gonna give this server a neat out of 10. This is slop. Have you ever been playing Left 4 Dead and thought, I wish I was playing Call of Duty right now? Welcome to the extreme perk mod. I should have just known to just leave this server as soon as I joined and I see a tank skeeting hunters with the survivors. What is happening here? I was actually pleasantly surprised to find this server is pretty simple. Special infected get one unique perk, and the survivors get to pick 3 perks a la COD. The perks themselves are just small stat boosts, like 20% bigger bust on Zoe, or a farther pounce with the hunter. Here we're going to run into one of the more prevalent problems for the rest of the video, is that when you put 20 people in a server, meant for 8, there's a lot of choke points. In the case of No Mercy, it is their own fucking spawn. On the roof. They're fighting for their life in spawn, bro. Speaking of choke points, anywhere that a tank spawns is just where you're going to be for the next 3 to 4 minutes. They have 30,000 HP. They take forever to kill. Excuse me, 30,000? I know it's 10 people, but... This server kind of reminds me of that ginger kid you would play with at recess, except all the games had to be played his way, and if you don't play him his way, he throws a tantrum. If you hold a spitter in this server for more than 10 seconds, it just kills you. Huh? Oh. They do not give you a whole lot of lube on the survivor side. I barely got my perks picked out, and I'm already on the front page of Pornhub for gangbang. I like that. I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like this. We're not going to talk about the guy who died right away and then has to wait 20 minutes for this round to get over. I feel bad for him, but I'm going to skip over it. The enemy team got the tank, and they decided to put a car on the exit of our building, and that made the choke point last twice as long as before. Have I ever told you guys how much I love wasting my own time? It's a real battle of the minds, if you will. Look at both teams just throwing a bunch of shit in a small hallway, eventually seeing who comes out on top. This is what watching competitive League of Legends looks like to people that have had sex. Sadly, my fun was cut short with this server. They ended up kicking me when I stayed back for a couple seconds to try and buy some ammo. I don't know if that's what they were really mad at me for or what, but they were all speaking Russian the whole time, and I don't really know what the fuck they're saying. I just need a weapon. Or can I just get ammo? Bro! Bro, what? What did I do? Fuck you guys. I'm just trying to buy ammo. This server is getting slop out of 10. Fuck these guys. What? Whoa, what in the fuck? Honestly, I think the most impressive thing is that people come back to these servers all the time. Like, this is somebody's bread and butter. They love the server. They come back. They donate to the server owner. I think I need to be more simple at my core. Honestly, I respect these guys. They've bought this game 15 years ago, and then they just keep playing it, and they keep finding new ways to make it fresh. It is really hard to genuinely hate these people for the kind of servers that they put on. Is it anywhere near the source material that they're modifying? No, not at all, but there's a reason why most of us have probably stepped away from Left 4 Dead 2 for a while, because things were getting stale. The game has a lot of replayability, but it's not infinite. I want to sit here on my high horse and say the game should be enjoyed in the original 4 versus 4 competitive set. But truth be told, I miss this kind of off-the-wall, large player count servers that you don't really find in video games today. They're all way too focused on being competitive. This is like a last bastion of just pure fun. There's no loot boxes or transactions anywhere. It's just, hey, donate to the server owner if you feel so inclined. But other than that, have a good time. With that being said, some servers do it better than others. Now, have you ever wanted to see a zombie gangbang? Oh my god. I think a lot of frustration that does come towards these servers is mostly for the fact that when you hit quick play in the main menu, and sometimes even choosing all official servers, you still get put into servers like this where it's not the experience that they wanted. Totally understand why people like that would be upset, but I am still extremely grateful that things like this are still out there. Being that it is a 10 versus 10 server, this falls into the same problem as the last one, where spawn is just a big choke point for the first 2 minutes of the map. I didn't die? Oh. No! You know, outside of chargers being able to just turn mid-charge, the only really crazy thing about this server really was that they spawn 2 tanks at a time. Look how lucky I get in this clip here with the tree trunk. I'm the best! I'm the best! No! One feature I'm not crazy about in this server is that if you are incapped by a smoker or a hunter, you're able to just use a health kit or pills, and you just kill the smoker and get free. You see a lot of lone wolves running around, and I think it really decentivizes team play in that respect. I can do that. With said mechanic, you end up in the safe room with everybody, and you're just waiting on one guy who's somehow halfway across the map and just not fucking dead yet. Pretty frustrating. I'm gonna end up giving this server just a replayability out of 10. What? 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 He just killed me! No, not my boy. This server is the equivalent to putting your dick in a hydraulic press. This server is the equivalent of finding out that your child isn't actually yours. This server comes home and beats his wife. This server lied about going out to get cigarettes and never came back. This server makes me want to continue the war in Ukraine. Okay, that might be a little far, but there is no good ideas on this server anywhere. I don't know whose bright idea it was to say, okay, let's up the server players from 10v10 to 14 versus 14. And then let's just make all the special infected retardedly overpowered. That sounds like a great idea. I think they gave up on giving the special infected spawn limits because if you go down this hallway, that's pretty much all you're gonna fucking run into. Chargers and spitters, that's it. They're gonna stop all your progress indefinitely. And then it turns into this game of cat and mouse where you just keep buying medical supplies, reviving yourself, and then running 5 feet further, and then just getting pounced right back by a fucking charger. Bro, why can't I see anything? That's so fair. That's so sick. What do you mean pounce me for 700 fucking damage? Left 4 Dead 2 is already just as broken as it needs to be, if not a little bit too much. Please don't make it fucking worse. Fuck this server and everybody that runs it. I'm giving this server a brain rot out of 10. Sir, please like, comment, and subscribe.